and welcome to this week's episode of Back to the Features with me, Ciaran Bartlett, and he,
Kevin Bartlett.
It's just to be clear, this is the second time we've started this podcast because earlier Kev was wearing sunglasses and you could see the reflection, and one of you creeps will try and work out where I live. But anyway,
I want to see Twanky's dirty trunks on the
hanging, sitting. I like to radiate them when they are dirty because you get that you get like you get like a beef stock floating about. But
consomme.
Today's been unclear about the broth out of my monks. Anyway, the today's episode is about Die Hard, John McTiernan's absolutely sensational action movie with Bruce Willis that came out in 1988. You a fan?
Aye, just a wee bit. What other films did he do?
John McTiernan.
Because he said it was his best film. Never heard of him.
Sorry, I said that. If you're going, when did he say that? Because the podcast only started 30 seconds ago and he hasn't. It was in the previous take. All right, so up your hole. I think this is John McTiernan's best film. He did Predator. I was live buffering. He did Predator. He did. Do you know what he did? He did that movie Basic. I think. I think he did that.
John Travolta.
No. Is it? No, the one. It's Basic. It has Colin Farrell, and it's not great anyway. Is Travolta in that?
I think so.
Mock. Anyway,
it sounds like something I would have got.
We're going to talk a wee bit more about
DVDs for £12.
I know, yeah, like a Tesco special or HMV.
Spielman somewhere.
In what? Spielman?
Something like that.
Anyway, right. So the we're going to talk about John McTiernan later because he's a fucking maniac. But this movie came out. It made 140-ish million off of 35 million budget. Yeah. Although we're going to talk about that.
Research this.
We'll talk about that 35 million.
Is that good acting?
It's all right. It's not as good as some of the acting that we see in Die Hard, especially from the awful people they hired to be hostages. Anyway, we're going to do our Clint Eastwood one take, and just to explain that, because Kev asked me, he's like, why is it called the Clint Eastwood one take? It's called the one take, the Clint Eastwood one take, because Clint Eastwood is famous for just doing one take, and if everything is technically okay with a shot, he doesn't do another take, and he might do two, but he's not a David Fincher. He's not doing 100 takes to see what you want. By the way, Kev has his notes on his phone. He's not just sitting here fucking. He's
boring.
He's not on fucking what do you call it, Paddy Power, throwing money at shit. So he's just on verifying his age so he can still use all his wee dirty apps. So yeah, that's why he took his sunglasses off.
I'll cut through one of my legs and let them count the rings.
What is your Clint Eastwood one take? Your one thing you take away from this film?
Well, I thought it was supposed to be like a.
Did you read what was sent to you?
Yes, I did, but
there's no room for confusion.
Read so good. So
right.
I was reading it and I looked at it like.
Sorry, I have to say this. Read so well. Go ahead. Sorry,
I looked at it and I was like, so is this the theatrical trailer voice that I'm using for this? Right? You know, like in one life. Right? That's what I was thinking. Right? So that's why when I wrote this, excuse my.
Kev's gonna perform something here. Yeah. Go ahead.
In the room.
Speed. Give me it.
In a world of multi-million-pound deals, one man who has only held his current job for 11 years takes flight advice from another man who has only held his current position for 7 years. Neither of these men are experts in their field. One fucks off to
you can't even read.
I can't say it, I'm old as fuck, right? One fucks off to make fists with his toes. The other, non-expert, deals with his genero wife while single-handedly shooting and blowing up an eyesore building filled with sympathizers of the new pro-host.
That's meant. Hang on, it's over.
All while
the first time you've said that.
And laugh. I'm usually crying at that point. All while being lighthearted, humorous, and bleedy, tinged with the scent of modern-day slavery. # free Pauletta.
Free what?
Pauletta.
Paulina? Paulina, anyway. Oh, God. Mate, that's unbelievable. Mine is so much more just like generic.
Wait till you see.
I know.
cracking film.
I know, yeah. My one, that's unbelievable. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do fake trailers from now on. But mine would be Alan Rickman as Hans Gruber is not only the greatest action movie villain of all time, but this is the greatest film debut acting performance ever. For Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Because I wrote down a couple.
A show, wasn't he? He was like a theater.
He's a theater guy, theater actor, but I wrote down some other classic debuts.
Is there any room for theater and opera now?
Who came off what?
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh yeah, he's
Chalamet not.
I'm not. People rave about that guy. I'm not. I'm not into it. I'm not into his movies either. June. Don't care. Anyway.
I prefer July.
Have you ever read that book? What's his name? Edward Herbert or
see if I can't write. See if I can't.
You can't read your own paragraph, so you're probably not getting through a 600-page.
Yeah, 300.
That's fucking shit as well.
Sorry.
So here's a couple. A lot of classic debuts that are brilliant are actually from kids who then go on. So Natalie Portman and Leon, Haley Steinfeld and True Grit, and then there's a couple of other contenders. People frequently, I read about this, people frequently stick Barbara Streisand and Funny Girl up, and I'm like, that's fine, Barbara, do what you like, and I think she's brilliant, but I don't care enough about Funny Girl to put her. I mean, Alan Rickman buries her, and then the other two.
What's his name?
Haley Joel Osment, but I don't think Sixth Sense was his first movie. Sure, he was in Forrest Gump before it, no.
He didn't go anywhere off that then.
Well, he's in a few things. He's in Entourage.
Walker Rangers,
Walker Texas Ranger.
What I say?
R.I.P. Chuck Norris, by the way. Sleep tight, sucker. That's a Chuck Norris deep cut there from Delta Force. Here's one. Ed Norton, Primal Fear.
Yeah,
that's a great debut. And Orson Welles and Citizen Kane. Have you ever watched that?
No, I probably have watched it. Fucking, but it meant nothing.
It's a great movie, but people rave about it, and I think I think people rave about it in a way that is. They're wanking over it because it's old, and it's like, oh, you have to see that. Oh, you haven't seen Citizen Kane. Are you even a movie fan, bro? Yeah, I am. It's all right. There's some better movies from that era.
Michael Caine's debut?
I don't know, but I do, because I said Citizen Kane, and your brain, your fucking 2-star brain has just gone like
word association.
Kev's fucking football
mallet.
Kev's football score IQ just going, it's 2-1. I don't know why I thought about that. I do. So anyway, I will fight anybody that says that this isn't the greatest film debut of the last 50 years.
Oh, mate.
What's better? Name me one person who you've seen in their first film that is better than Alan Rickman as Hans Volksfrei Movement Gruber.
I'm going to say one. I'm going to go with Val Kilmer in Tombstone.
That's not a debut.
I don't care, he's great.
Fuck up. Well, now that we've talked about our Clint Eastwood one takes, and Kev, obviously, we've discovered is illiterate, let's enjoy these reads. This week's episode of Back to the Features is sponsored by our very good friends over at Dougies Goodies. Dougies Goodies, as you all know, is an amazing bakery from Ballymena, and they have a big store in Belfast now. If you're thinking of getting something for World Eat What You Want Day, like every day in my house, I would highly recommend going over to dougiesgoodies.com and having a wee look. They do amazing cakes. They do brilliant buns. They do, so you can get like customized cupcakes, customized iced diamonds. You can get custom sized cakes. You can get custom cakes with different pictures and things like that put on. You upload the pictures. It's a brilliant website. You can also order these things. You don't have to go to Belfast or Ballymena to pick them up anymore. You can go to one of 35 locations. They're spread everywhere. It's a brilliant website. You can find out which location point's closest to your house. If you don't want the custom stuff, you can just buy Dougies Goodies, like their what you might call their day-to-day treats in over 90 retail locations now. You can also check those out on the website. This week's movie's Die Hard. Did you ever see the bit when he bites into a 1,000-year-old Twinkie? Don't do that. Bite into a Dougies instead. And thanks a million for sponsoring our podcast, Dougies. While you're here, get on over to patreon.com/Ciaran Bartlett Comedy. Find all things Ciaran Bartlett there. We'll have pictures of my match warrants. It's unbelievable. Listen, over at our Patreon, we have a sister podcast for Back to the Features, which is also movie related. It's called Take 5. It comes out every Thursday. I do my top fives of various different types of film, various types of scene, character, things like that from films. So like, you know, like what are my top 5 westerns? What are my top 5 World War II movies? But also, what are my top 5 holy shit, that guy just died moments? What are my top 5 cold opens? What are my top 5 twist endings? All things like that. It's very fun. We also have my old specials on there. We're uploading them every couple of weeks now. So Goblin King's already up there. Majestic from the Ulster Hall's up there. We will have Giant from SSE. We will have the Opera House show soon. And then I'll be putting up some like old gigs from like Lavery's and things like that. And then we've also got like, I do Q&As on there, and I do my weekly update with people, which is a wee video update, and you can just comment and message, and I do write back to all those comments because I don't really do social media apart from this. So enjoy it. It's £4 a month plus VAT, so it's very reasonable, guys. And that's all over at CiaranBartlett.com / that's a lie, it's all over there at patreon.com / Ciaran Bartlett Comedy. Keep fucking that up. Find me anyway, right? So we're going to move on now with Die Hard with our watch history. So this is a history of the times we've watched it, how we consume this film. Kev and I watch this film together quite frequently when we watch it
religiously.
Yes, almost religiously. So what's your memories of seeing this the first few times and all that kind of shit?
I'll be honest with you, right? I'm older than you, so much so that
is honest.
My long-term memory is shite.
Right, okay.
I can't remember.
He's 7 years older than me, and in that 7 years, he's just lost his ability to retain info.
Until you get Badger. Okay.
I'm getting it. Do you know what's really weird? Mate, we have it in the exact same place. Yeah. I'm getting mine where yours started.
Well,
the DNA, like,
it's common, mate. It's common, and it's like,
I don't know if you can see that. It's in there.
Like I live in a wee fucking brown hole in the back garden, right? Anyway.
Don't you?
Give him half a chance. So I can't remember the first time ever watching it.
Yeah.
I know it was out in 88, so I was 9.
Yeah.
Right? So there's no way I was watching it when I was 9.
Probably. Fuck, I saw it when I was really young.
Living in Belfast at the time, Bru, it was probably like a children's programme to me.
We were living Nakatomi. That's what we were. Nakatomi's just a anagram of Twinburg, isn't
it? So then again, that was 88. Like, there was no DVDs. There was VHS, but would we have had a VHS in 88?
Don't think so.
Right, so don't know. Maybe.
My early memories of this are watching it on a VHS that we had taped from ITV.
Yeah,
and that was in. So I had that in a rotation with other movies like Kelly's Heroes, great Clint Eastwood movie. Where He Goes There, another Clint Eastwood. My first introduction to the great Richard Burton. People who don't know Richard Burton, get out of my life.
Who are you?
Also, I would have had Back to the Future, True Grit with John Wayne, Hook, Ghostbusters. These were my Beverly Hills Cop. These were my sort of
Legally Blonde as well. You weren't that, weren't you?
These were my. You were probably fucking pulling a lot of yourself to Coyote Ugly, and he loves that. At some point down the line, if we're still doing this, he'll be on here for Coyote Ugly.
2 jugs of water over my hot pants.
He claimed he loved the story anyway. So
it was a good story. You know,
what's the story?
That like?
Give me the elevator pitch. The one line.
No, you don't want
tits
that.
on a bar. That's all he's going to say. So anyway,
I wasn't even. I was going to say, 4 or 5 female entrepreneurs struggle to make it in the business world.
Fuck up. Just stop.
Right.
Entrepreneurs.
You know where Coyote Ugly comes from? What it means?
No.
Do
they explain this in the film?
Yeah, where you would chew through. If you wake up beside somebody you don't like the look of, and this goes both ways. Where a coyote, if it was trapped, it would chew through its own leg to get away. So that's what it means.
That's good. That's good. You would chew your own leg off to get out of the bed.
Chew your own arm off just to slink out.
Oh my god. Well,
how many arms I've left? I've gone through 4 fingers already. But go on.
So I would have watched these in that like a wee rotation of videos like of those, right? And then as I got older, it used to be on ITV quite a lot, and in our version that we had, there's a couple of things I remember specifically from ITV's broadcast version of this. They dubbed out some of the best lines. So they dubbed out some of the wonder quotes that we'll do later, but they dubbed out yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. They dubbed it to be, because if you don't know, that's what Tonto used to say to the Lone Ranger, was yippee-ki-yay, kemosabe, right? And that's and the dub is Bruce Willis. And so up to that point, it's Bruce Willis, and then some guy from ITV just goes, yippee-ki-yay, kemosabe, right?
He doesn't, he goes kemosa.
Yeah, kemosa, right? Like, so bad. And then Hans later goes, yippee-ki-yay, kemosa, right? So shit. There was also tuberculosis. There was also bad dubs of other parts, like you can stupid Hans. Like instead of saying, "Do you think I'm fucking stupid Hans?" There was a weird, anyway, loads of those. And then the thing that I always remember about this is the wee hashtag thingy up in the corner up here. When there was a break, actually it would be on that side, but when the break was coming, to tell you a break was coming, and Kev one night he starts acting it, going like that, the wee white and black thing, right? But and I even know where, and we'll do this in Wonder Quotes. Yeah. I even know where one of those the line that happened right before one of those breaks. But that's my memory of it. And then
it would have been me and Daddy. You were too young then. If I was watching it, you would have been there watching it with us.
I watched this. I definitely watched this.
If you were in the room, if I was 12, right, you wouldn't have been in watching.
No, I wouldn't have.
You would have been in the back reading like Marcus Aurelius or something, right? And I went with your quill.
I was in the temple debating religious law with the rabbis, right?
But that would have been the first times that I would have watched
so like really early 90s for you. I was hitting it up. I definitely saw it when I was about 8 or 9. Like,
did you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you see, you're
getting the dubbed version. So
hang on, yes, but you also probably wrote in on our tailcoats.
No, definitely.
And sat in there.
It's quietly. Nice. It's interesting the choice of words that you would use there. I was riding your tailcoats and not just growing up.
Next to you. Not just riding.
All right. No, I was the other way. If you remember, Kev used to wake me up by coming in, and this is when we're both adults. He would come in and pin me to the bed through my quilt and go "Nyah" against me, and then that's what he used to do. Like that's you can see why we're still so close.
Well, but we also watch this then every Christmas Eve, you and me.
We go. So I remember one Christmas Eve, Ma Bartlett came in, and we're sitting there, and she's trying to get us to go to mass. This was post. Well after, but this is post. We're not really doing the whole mass thing, sort of thing. And she comes in to try to encourage us to go to mass. And Kev goes, "We are going to." She goes, "You're not going to chapel?" And he goes, "We are. We're going to church." And she goes, "What?" And he goes, "We're going to the Church of Nakatomi."
Father
unbelievable. Yeah, we're gonna sit down and get preached to by Yoshinobu Takagi.
You see, I had also written this out as if it was like a movie trailer thing, but I had written it's where. It was like a...
Why are you just answering all these as movie trailers?
I thought that's where... I got into a voice in my head, okay? And this is... But it wasn't. It was like... We watched this every year, like it was Midnight Mass.
Yep.
It was where one man deals with the evildoers and gives us faith that right will prevail even when running past a mucky pitcher and touching its titties.
He does do that. He does touch the tits on the mucky pitcher. Let's get this out of the road now because people will, and don't be a knob in the comments. This is a Christmas film. I don't care what anyone says.
I'm going to disagree with you.
It's a fuck up.
It's a film you watch at Christmas.
It's a Christmas film, and the reason why I say that is Christmas is a key part of the story. It's a key part of the story. He wouldn't be in LA if it wasn't Christmas time.
Yeah, but it's not.
And it's a Christmas party. Yeah. And there's all the Christmas jokes, and it's Christmas, and there's Christmas music. What else do you need?
I tell you what you need.
Sorry, every Christmas film can't be about proving whether some old codger is Santa or not. All right?
Listen, there's no hot chocolate. There's no small suits for people who want to stay warm outdoors and cool when they're inside.
That's a deep cut in a movie we mentioned last week. Now this is Christmas. Watch it on YouTube.
There's no fucking reindeer.
There is reindeer. There's reindeer. They mention it. They mention reindeer.
Mentioning and being. There's no clausometer.
Fuck up. Right. It's a Christmas movie for me.
A film that you watch at Christmas for me.
Is It's a Wonderful Life a Christmas film? I would argue it's a film you watch at Christmas, but it's not very Christmassy.
A film.
People call it a Christmas classic.
Do you know why?
Because it's old and you watch it at Christmas.
Because it was always on at Christmas.
So's Die Hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a movie that you watch at Christmas.
Christmas film, anyway.
I wouldn't say It's a Wonderful Life is a Christmas movie. I would say that the likes of your wee favourite one, what's that?
Elf?
No. Fuck off.
I love Elf.
I know, but you don't love it as much as bum 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 bada bum 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 ba-dum, bum.
Oh, Christmas Carol?
Yeah. That's a Christmas
1984.
movie.
George C. Scott.
That's a Christmas movie.
Yes.
Right? The Muppets Christmas Carol is a Christmas movie.
So far,
There's
Kev's only
movies.
Christmas movies are all iterations of a Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Do you know what else is good? The Jim Carrey Christmas Carol, Scrooged, Patrick Stewart Christmas Carol, Scrooge with Alistair Sim,
The Bob Hope Christmas Carol flick. What? Yeah, so there's a difference, I think. There's a movie that isn't a Christmas movie.
It is for me.
No, It's a Wonderful Life.
It is for me.
Noel.
So anyway,
Noel.
ball bag. Right. Let's
No, well, we'll agree to disagree.
let's move on to on IMDb believable. So this is I find it very difficult to say. Be louder with a cough, Kev. I don't think you actually deafened everybody.
Bring down the mines.
People are bleeding out of their ear holes. So this is our trivia, our run through the trivia. Now, I want to start this with a piece of trivia about the director, John McTiernan. A fucking maniac, by the way. Do you know this about him?
No.
He, in the 2000s, this guy was convicted for paying a private investigator to wiretap the phones of Hollywood movie executives who were supposed to be helping him make a film, and he wanted to know what they were saying about him and the film. Tapped their phones, denied it all, ended up getting done and doing time for this.
Really?
Yeah, because he was an absolute knob about it. And the judge was like, "You're a psycho, and just think that you can do whatever the fuck you want because you've directed some movies," and lied about feeling remorse and all. And they were like, because then they had evidence of him saying he didn't give a fuck, right?
Bit of a predator.
And he gets done, and then files bankruptcy during all that, and then
Did he go to jail?
Yeah, he did time, and then when he got out, he hasn't done any movies again because he's been blacklisted in Hollywood. But he did do a couple of adverts for a Tom Clancy game that was out a few years ago. So mental, he's a fucking maniac. But I mean, he does a great job of directing this. Have you got any good trivia?
I heard that Clint Eastwood had the rights to this.
Yeah, to the book,
and
Roderick Thorpe,
and wanted Charles Bronson, Burt Reynolds and Paul Newman were considered for the lead role.
I heard amazing people were actually offered the role of John McClane when they got this iteration of it together. So there's a whole thing where this is the sequel to a book that was made into a movie with Frank Sinatra, and Frank Sinatra was actually attached to the sequel, and they bought the sequel before the book was even written, right? Mm-hmm. So when they came to make this, they had to ask Frank Sinatra did he want to do Die Hard, but it was...
Blue eyes back out.
He was 70.
Can you
imagine? Sorry, imagine a 70-year-old Sinatra stalking the corridors, being like, "Ho ho ho! I've got a machine gun.
Lift me to the moon."
The lift noise is unbelievable. Mate,
you just got butt fucked on national TV, Dwayne.
Oh my God. You're all right, Argyle. Unbelievable. Just fucking mate. Sinatra.
No, Mrs. Holly, I haven't phoned your husband.
Oh my God. Just actually imagine how fucking that was. I was in junior high, dickhead. Unbelievable.
I said, ho, 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 I have a machine gun.
I did that. I was the first. Oh my God, you're such a knob.
It looks like the, looks like the short-term memory isn't good, either.
So Frank turned it down because he was old, right? He was 70.
Is my baby old enough for me to drink? That baby's ready to 10 bar.
We're going to talk about that.
Okay.
That's what I loathe that whole bit. But anyway, so Frank turned it down. Eastwood gave up gave it up. De Niro, Gene Hackman. Made
I heard Hackman was
Hackman
going
was meant
for
to be Paul. Stallone. Here's the people that could have been John McClane: Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Harrison Ford, Richard Gere, Burt Reynolds, De Niro, Nick Nolte, Gibson, Don Johnson. Mate, the list.
All wrong.
The list goes on. What?
It's weird how such a part played by a no-namer
Yeah, is
so pivotal and could not have been done by any of those other guys.
I feel like if anyone could have done it out of these people, it was Ford. I'd have watched Harrison Ford do this because I'm looking in this. A lot of these guys end up doing Die Hard Honor movies. So if you want to know what that is, I highly, highly recommend the book or the audiobook called Last Action Heroes, which is a brilliant chronological thing from the 70s through into the mid 90s about action films, about all the different action stars that were being made and broken at that time. Starts with Stallone, gets right through to Seagal and Wesley Snipes and people like that. But in the middle of it, there's all these other people doing these movies. I think Die Hard Honor is so this movie was pitched to people as it's Rambo in an office block, right? And then after Die Hard, every action movie is pitched as it's Die Hard on a. So Air Force One, Die Hard on a plane, Under Siege, Die Hard on a boat, Cliffhanger, Die Hard on a mountain. Do you know what I mean? So all these other people end up doing Die Hard on a movies. Well, a load of them did anyway. But I also have a good one here about so Bruce Willis, right? You were saying there he's sort of like a no-namer at this time. Mm-hmm. So he Bruce Willis was on a show called Moonlighting with Sybil Shepherd, and he had done a couple of movies. He was in small roles mostly, and then when he was being people were turning this movie down left, right, and center, but they'd spent money to get the script written by a guy called Jeb Stewart. He had this 6-week period where he was free to write the script, and he did it. And then Stephen D'Souza comes in. Chloe's down in the corner. Stephen D'Souza, you got
fuck up.
It's okay, trench long. Chloe's choking on all the trivia that she looked up for this and isn't allowed to say. So Stephen E. D'Souza comes in, does a rewrite, and then the script's good to go. They've got big producers ready to make it. They've got John McTiernan attached. They're looking for a star, and so when they came to Bruce Willis, he was like, he could do it because Sybil Shepherd got pregnant, and there was this 11 or 12 weeks where they're going to shut his TV show down and they can shoot this movie. And then his agent goes, "Oh, so you need Bruce?" And they're like, "Yeah, we really need him, really want him." And he knew that all these other people had turned it down already, and he knows that they're hoping this is going to be a big movie. And so he goes, "Right, it's $5 million." And this was at a time when the only people that would have commanded a salary like that was Robert Redford, maybe Burt Reynolds, people that were the top 2 or 3 grossing stars at the time. And they were like, "What the fuck, you on about $5 million? No way." And then it got right to the top and went to Rupert Murdoch, who was the head of Fox or whatever. Yeah. And he okayed it, $5 million to Bruce.
Fuck all.
But here, it made.
Fuck all to Rupert.
I know, but it made it. I mean, they made it all back, is what I would say. It's classic.
Did you know
action
that
film.
his co-star in Moonlighting,
Sybil Shepherd,
was a very well-respected sheep wrangler?
I didn't know that.
She was seen as a civil shepherd.
That's dab banter of the lowest quality, Kev. I do know that 5 million, though, basically in the book, in that book I was talking about, Last Action Hero, Bruce Willis almost single-handedly just broke the economy of Hollywood, what actors should be getting paid, because people were like, "Well, fucking Bruce, the Moonlighting guy just got 5 million, so I'll have 5 and all that." So it just fucked it for everybody.
So out of the 35 million for the film, he was getting 5 of it.
Yeah, but sure, last week, fucking out of the whatever it was, 45 to make Liar Liar, Jim Carrey got 20. Brutal. But anyway, also good knowledge here. So 17 vests they had for Bruce in various stages of degradation and stink on it, and one of them hangs in the Smithsonian, which I think is weird about America, isn't it? That they have a whole section that's just props out of movies. I mean, it's not weird because people want to go see it,
but in a museum.
But it's weird that that's in the same place as dinosaur bones.
Yeah, or a sarcophagus.
And real dinosaur bones, not from the set of Jurassic Park. Jan de Bont, cinematographer, later went on to direct the movie Speed, which is which is Die Hard on a bus. Absolute whopper.
That's something to do with the lift. He was on a lift.
So when he got stuck in one of the lifts in the building of Die Hard.
Tony, did he?
Yeah, and I came up with the idea for the
What
start.
a wee dick.
Came up with the start of Speed, which was
What
getting rescued from a lift.
Imagine that. Imagine coming up with another Whopper.
I know. I'm already
doing
working
something
on a
else.
Whopper, and then I just come up with this. My last piece then of so Powell was either going to be Hackman or Wesley Snipes, and then they got what's his name, Reginald Bell Johnson. My last piece of trivia, and then I'll ask you if you got any left. Well, Mary Ellen Trainor, who plays Gail Wallens, who's the TV news anchor. 80s TV movie royalty. There you go.
Yeah.
She's Ma Walsh in Goonies.
Yeah.
She's the psychiatrist in
Lethal Weapon.
in the Lethal Weapon movies.
Franchise.
Yeah, in the whole franchise. She's great. She's so funny. Like she's just brilliant. She's in loads. There's one where she's like
Was she in something?
she's in loads.
Was she in like something like Flight of the Navigator or?
Definitely. She's always like a ma or like an auntie or like whatever. But
She would have give you the vibe of Ferris Bueller's Ma, but it's not.
yeah, definitely. Just 80s
Kind of
royalty.
had like Farrah Fawcett hair.
Yeah, she sort of looks like a bit like she's like a pound
man.
stretcher.
Pound stretcher Farrah
Says
Fawcett
bar-
there. Tell you
bargain-
what, take my wages.
Home bargains.
Take my wages and give me a pack of 10 of her, mate.
On that note, and I'm not sure they'll want to be associated with it, we're going to move on to Pizza Crew sponsored Oscar clips. This is our favourite bits at Die Hard we're going to go through now. So thanks for sponsoring us, Pizza Crew. Pizza Crew have got stores on the Ormo Road, on the Antrim Road in Belfast, and in Andytown, and they also have one in Lisburn. Get over to their app if you're wanting to place an order. Highly recommend the pepperoni. It's very dirty.
Can personally vouch for the Lisburn branch.
Okay, good.
Delightful. Cheesy chip with.
Man, I like cheesy chips.
Cheesy chip with some.
Of course I do.
Their chicken tender dipper things.
Dirt.
Barbecue sauce.
So these are your favorite bits. Feel free to talk about as many as you want, but then at the end we'll come up with what your best bit is.
I've two.
All right, okay. Well, I have about 10. So
Well, okay then. Right. So this is going to be more about him than me.
So
Do you want to start then?
I was just not you right on my coattails this time.
That fucking hurt, doesn't it? Cut deep.
No, it's
The first cut is the deepest. So I think there's not enough said about. Now, this was like what parts of the film would you deem Oscar worthy? It could be a person, an animal, a cameo, and an inanimate object.
Yeah.
And,
your favorite stuff.
right. So I don't think there's enough said about one thing,
Right, go for it.
and it's Theo's sweater. Right?
Theo is Hans Gruber's tech guy.
He's his tech bro.
Yeah.
Right?
He's such a tech
But
bro.
he looks like he's come from being a sponsor at somebody's confirmation. Right? He's got a fucking granny jumper on.
Yeah.
Right? I have written, not enough said about Theo's sweater. It's like a character in itself. It's like porridge knit into a granny jumper. I like to think that Theo's granny made it for him in the previous Christmas.
Do you know what's good about making the notes is that you can sort of glance at them and then say if you're not reading it.
But I am literally reading it just to show off that I can.
I wrote stuff, so did now. This is my homework. Look at the way you read. You read old. Here he's.
It's because I can't make it bigger on my screen, son.
Go on, what's your second favourite?
No, hang on, I haven't finished with his. Mate, his jumper is the movie, right? I said, though, it looks like he knows he's doing something wrong, right? He knows that. So he's put on his granny's jumper that she made him, like a comfort blanket. So like all right, son, I'm with you, right?
Yeah.
So he knows that's wrong, and he's doing it. He knows it's wrong, but he's doing it so as he can afford to get his granny's
That's like
medicine.
the night that we murdered that drifter, but we were just wearing hats that Mum made for us.
You had your glove that was on a string going through your coat. But I was like, it's so as he's doing that job so he can get paid to buy his granny's medicine. But then, as we all know, Carlos, that is Spanish for Charles, right? Anyway,
You people
listen
to
see, good.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Somebody will know. Somebody will know, and they will wank themselves into a
Go on,
right?
as we all know what.
That he gets squashed by our guy at the end.
yeah.
Spoiler alert, right? and he gets made part of that van, that cheap ass van that opens like a bourgeon, right? Fucking thin foil, right? And he fucking. But nobody knows. His granny's in the hospital, no medicine. She is what Die Hard is about. She's the one that dies hard.
Oh my god!
Right.
I'm scared to ask what you're second, but let me rake through a couple of
years.
I love the intro. I love not so much the playing. I love once he meets Argyle because I really like Argyle. What?
Two things in the intro that you like:
the music,
the fuck up, the wee air hostess that smiles at him, and then
I'll tell you who she is.
Go on.
Or actually, no, I won't. I always get her confused.
She is somebody.
No, I always think
thought she was Liz Hurley.
No,
or it was passenger 47.
57. Passenger 47. Passenger 87, your fucking brain, mate. Anyway, no, I always think, and I get her confused because the air hostess in Commando is Tila from fucking Masters of the Universe.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
So no,
how do they get the meat to stick on his wee bone?
So you think I like the? That's good. So you think
I'm projecting what I like. On
Kev likes
basically I like her.
Based on that, you like the girl that jumps and runs at some guy.
In her all in white. She looks like a body form advertisement running at him, right? And
have a wank and then do the podcast. And then do the podcast. Do it after.
I was also going to say about the Big Bear. I think the Big Bear's great on it.
Big Bear is funny. I like Argyle. I love the banter. I love when he's like slapping at him, being like, you know, or you know, did she beat you up and all, and being like people, you know, people expect chit chat, all that. I love Argyle. I think he's brilliant.
There is a couple of awkward pauses when they're getting the noise. No, but sort of.
No, I love it. I love it, and then I love the music there, and I love then. When
the MC was it?
Yeah, when he drops him off, we'll talk about that during the music bit. But like he when he drops him off, it's just it's good. You've already got a bit of story about why he's there. He's there for Christmas, by the way. Why he's there. And then my next favorite bit, and it is actually really good acting.
Smoking in the airport.
The row between him and Holly, their sort of bubbling row is actually.
That is good.
Very real and very like, especially when they're you can tell they're happy to see each other. He's still bubbling about the name thing, which we'll come to later. And then they have that chat where he's like, oh, your man's got his eye on you. And she's like, it's okay, I've got my eye in his bathroom. And then he's like, oh, so you use my name when you're signing checks. Just starts around, and then he knows he's a dickhead for doing it, but he had to do it. He couldn't. I love all that. I think it's great. And then
don't hang on. Don't have your child answering the phone as the McLean residence, but whenever you're
in work, you're Ms.
sucking dick at work.
Ms. Yeah. Oh, how dare you! But my next favorite bit, the terrorist takeover. So Hans and the boys arriving, perfectly dressed, killing Takagi, all that.
I wouldn't say perfectly dressed, mate.
He is.
He is. He's in a fucking suit and a half.
The blonde
right?
guy that he fucks down the stairs is wearing like a Duns. A 90s Duns.
Yeah, it's got cuffs on the legs.
Like I love them. I love leg cuffs.
Smell of beef.
Right. My next two favorite bits would be Hans revealing the real plan. When you start to when you think the plan. I love all the where this is a terrorist incident, and then later you start realizing that it's all bullshit, that it's all about just stealing this money. And then I love Bill Clay, which we'll come to, the whole Bill Clay. I love all that bit. And then later, just like once you're in the last half hour, and it's like he beats a cunt out of Carl, the roof explodes, the helicopter goes down. He fuck me. The last half an hour of this film is fucking unassailable. Like, you can't beat it. There are films that are as good. There is nothing that is better than this.
There's nothing taking you away from that last half hour.
And I know some people, I've read online that some people don't like the start because it's a bit slow and whatever. I think it's brilliant. Like,
I think you need that. You need that to then go.
I want the pedestrian shit in order that when shit starts going mental, that there's something to compare it to.
If it was all fast,
it would be shit.
It's just speed walking. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you do?
You heard it here first. And then obviously the finale, I enjoy. when they finally get out, and then fucking Let It Snow comes on. So if I was picking one bit, we'll do your last bit. Yeah. Actually, do your last bit.
My last bit, right? It's one person who I think makes the film in a very subtle way.
Is this the woman who runs past with her titties out?
No. I mean, she is
crucial to the story and your enjoyment of it. Fuck up, go on.
Right. Anyway, you always needed a 1980s ditty run by.
That's a given. Like in any
Predator.
There's no ditties in Predator.
Whenever he's fucking him through the room.
That's Commando.
Right then.
Okay. This guy, you can see how. Don't make coattails. And he punches me in the arm whenever he's 12 and I'm 5. You know. Do you want to talk about the time you broke my arm?
There was.
We'll just get it all.
I was about to talk about ditties, right? So, and they're not titties, they're ditties.
Yeah, they're
post
different
bags, right? These are like anyway, fucking filled with dog food. Right. Anyway, what was it?
I even got Chloe. That one.
What? Yeah. Oh, airplane. Was it an airplane? There was another. When the plane goes sideways.
The ones that stand out to me are definitely the Commando ditties.
Yeah.
That's a crazy scene because if you're watching closely, there's a camera in that room.
Is there?
Which I only saw in Commando.
Right, okay.
Arnie fucks Bill Duke through a wall and they're fighting the shit out of each other. I love Bill Duke. Yeah. Fighting the shit out of each other. They're also in Predator together, so it isn't easy.
Yeah,
he's gonna have him some fun, all that, right? So in Commando, they're fighting. They go through a wall, and they break into this other hotel room, and they're still fighting. And there's a guy with an absolute 80s porn stash, and he's riding a woman with absolute post bags.
But did you know that she is the girl?
There's a camera filming them.
But did you know she's the girl that jumps on your man in the airport in Die Hard?
The most ridiculous action movie ditties that are the most needless of all time are in Under Siege. That's just needless anyway.
Yeah, but it had to happen at some
then
stage.
They used to do a thing in every 80s cop film where they would be in a strip club at some point. 48 hours, fucking Beverly Hills Cop. Tonight, anyway.
My guy, right? My guy who makes this film for me is when Powell goes into the Swedish shop.
The shopkeeper.
He makes it for me.
Great Jerry curl, if memory serves.
You know what's brilliant about him though? Because he does what he's doing, but not in the way that I wouldn't like it, right? And I'll explain that.
Please,
he gives him a bit of banter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He knows he's a fat cunt too, right? He knows that he rams. He knows that he rams Twinkies into himself like a fucking drug mule, right? He goes, right? But he doesn't turn around him like if you were in a shopping centre and you're just putting your stuff through and somebody goes, "Oh, I haven't tried them, are they nice?"
Oh. Yeah. He pokes at him.
He gives him shit. Yeah. But I'm like, see, when that happens to me, I'm like, you know what? You've loads of them over there on that shelf. Go buy one and fucking try it.
Yeah.
Treat yourself. Don't ask me whether it's nice.
When you get that off people in the shop, invariably it's some wee skinny waif that if the fucking at fucking beans for their lunch, they come out in lumps.
You can smell a fart through their skin.
You could do with being fatter. Let's meet in the middle and leave me alone.
I think he's great, and I think, but
if you're
I like him. I almost hate though the benevolent reaction of Paul to it.
Yeah, he's too nice. Yeah,
I'm like, but then again, it does maybe go to highlight the character
of Paul
being a baby killing cunt. So,
well, come on, the Paul's history.
He has tried to soften himself.
What about, so if you were going to, here's a question then, if you were going to watch one clip of this, a few minutes of this, just on YouTube, what would it be? What's the bit that you go, that's the clip that you would...
I would have to definitely give your Oscar go with, can I say one of two?
Yep.
No, I'll say one. I'll say one. The Kagi getting his head ventilated. Fuck me. Fucking straight through.
Oh
like
my God.
Shite.
Well, if I was picking one bit...
Do you know that bit when the camera comes around the back of him and you can see through his head?
Yeah.
And you go...
If I was picking one bit that I think is worthy of the Oscar, it's McLean. It's McLean on the and Rickman together in the Bill Clay scene. I love that. I love scenes in movies where the good guy and the bad guy have to interact directly. So like they are face to face. They're not. Rickman knows he's McLean. He doesn't know of this. He suspects Bill Clay is spurious, right? I love all that. It's like in Beverly Hills Cop, a classic thing in Beverly Hills Cop movies. And they do this in the Die Hard movies. There's always a bit in Beverly Hills Cop where Axel has to publicly humiliate the baddie. Like that's in all four of those movies. Like so in the first one he goes to the country club and makes a dick out of Maitland. In the second one he makes a dick out of them all at the Playboy Mansion, and so on. The third one he goes like an awards dinner or whatever. So I love those moments. So for me that's my favorite bit. So before we move on to the Razzie reel, let's say another big thank you to Pizza Crew for sponsoring Oscar Clips. We love it. Get onto the app. So we're going to move on now with the Razzie reel, which is our worst parts, the bits that make you cringe, things that you don't like. So for me, there's not a lot in this that I don't love and that I don't like. So the first thing probably, I do think the scene on the plane is a wee bit long at the start, but I love it anyway. But the first thing that I go, no, is, and it just puts me off this guy, is the fucking machine at the door to find where someone is in the building. Now, there's a couple of things I don't like about it. It's obviously very 80s coded, the whole thing. Bum, all the wee noises it makes and all right. Blip, blip, right? And then...
it's not even a flat screen.
Oh, it's disgusting.
You know, that's going about 4 foot under the desk.
Yeah, and he says to that guy, your man goes, yeah, leave and help you find your zipper. I'm like, it fucking won't. And then when he goes, 30th floor, the guy, I hate this guy, he goes, oh, the party, they're the only ones left in the building. I'm like, why didn't you fucking tell me that then? And then I wouldn't have had to see my wife fucking around with her name.
But they had to get that.
They had to do that, but he could have just seen that in the door when he got there.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have known, because all it would have been on the door was her name now. Yeah, but he looked it up as McLean.
I know why it's her. I know why it's her. I don't like that machine. We're going to talk about this in director's cut as well. I have mixed feelings about Thornburg, the reporter. I know he's meant to be a knob.
No.
I know he's meant to be a knob. William Atherton is brilliant at playing a knob, but he plays a knob
in Ghostbusters.
Relief. I know. I just don't know if I need that whole storyline.
Do you know who I wouldn't take him out. I would take the other cunt out.
Who's the other one?
The other dude that's the news reporter.
The anchor.
Edith Harvey.
I would get. See, I could.
Harvey needs a good crack in the fucking mouth.
I don't want to get rid of Mary Ellen Trainor because I think she's great. She could have had another role in this, but I would get rid. Do you know what they could have? We'll get to it in director's cut, right? But other things that I don't like, just pretty much every scene apart from the argument. I hate all the wee bits with Holly when it's like, we'll see how she's doing during the movie. All the bits that cut to her, Bonnie Bedelia, all the bits that are like, see the bit when she goes, he's still alive, and she's like, what? And the secretary goes, what? And she goes, only John could drive somebody that crazy. I'm like, your fucking perms drive me crazy. Yeah. Bonnie.
Who's driving John crazy?
I know.
You, Gennaro.
You.
Generic.
We'll get the her and director's cut
and
as well.
Her fucking shoulder pads.
And then my last thing I'm putting on Razzie reel is people trying to crack us in a Christmas film. We're not getting back in that again. You go ahead.
Balls, right? Yeah. My only bit in this whole film that winds the dick out of me, right?
Yep.
Is one of the last scenes, right? I've managed to get through it all. I've listened to Gennaro. I've listened to fucking Ellis put himself into a point.
Yeah.
I've heard all that, right? The last bit that grinds my gears is the fucking start of World War III. The Powell starts when he fires his wee snub-nosed pistol. It sounds like a fucking nuclear bomb has gone off.
A hand cannon.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, right. So now, just because he's killed a body.
He's killed the
Nobody's killed a body.
Yeah.
Why all just have to capitulate and bend down and go, well done. Let's forget about the child you killed that was holding a ray gun, pal. Let's forget
Kev-
all of that.
Kev doesn't believe in forgiveness. That's
No,
what we're learning.
he didn't go to jail. They just put him behind the desk.
So here,
Fuck you, pal.
What's your least favorite? Is that your least favorite? Would you say?
Yeah.
My least favorite is that the moment in the movie that twists my nips the most is only John can drive someone that crazy. I hate that banter. I'm like, you're still bitching about him.
There's another bit that gets on my fucking nerves, and you might be wanting to save it for it, but it's her secretary.
Oh,
that whole bit.
We'll talk about her.
Right.
We're getting to her because she's in my wonder quotes, and I have to talk about it. Speaking of wonder quotes,
I also have one other guy, but again, he's going to be coming
neck.
in the wonder quotes, I think.
Well,
he's coming.
Speaking of wonder quotes, this week's wonder quotes is of course sponsored by our good friends Irn Bru. Irn Bru Zero is a sensational new product. It's like Irn Bru but with zero sugar. So get on over. Loads of shops are selling. Now you can get the tins for 85p, which is a great price point. Great product. If you like the taste of Irn Bru but want to cut down on sugar, it's a great time. So the wonder quotes. This is the section where we're going to talk about our favorite lines from this film. So I've loads of these, by the way. Make fists with your toes. Not only a great line, but a great piece of life. Did you ever do it?
Life, yeah.
I've done. Yeah. Do you know when it's class? Making fists with your toes on the steno line. On the steno line. Now, not in the public bit because you'd be a scab. But if you're lucky to get one of them wee cabins, you go up there and do it while you're moving. Oh, it feels good. Do you do it?
What? I have done it, but when you went. Do you know when's a great time to do it? Making fists with your toes on a rug. I was like, yeah, when the rug's on the back of somebody else.
Kev makes fists with his toes when somebody hasn't shaved their pubes in 2 years. Just straight in, just taking lumps out of their front piece. So here's one of my. This is probably my favorite.
Don't judge me until you've walked a fanny in my feet.
One of my favorite lines of the whole movie, and this is the line that was preceded by the wee thing up in the top corner, was Hans, Bubby, I'm your white knight. I love Ellis. He's just
I think it actually finishes with. I can give him to you.
It does. Sorry, Kev's right. It does finish with this poison pill is running around the building, fucking things up. I can give them to you. That's a great line.
That's a great line.
Bill,
my favorite.
Sorry.
Go on.
Let me land this. Bill Clare.
That's your version of it. Mine is Bill Clare.
I think if you put both of those together, if you're an audio guy,
Bill Clare.
Bill. Let's say it. 1, 2, 3.
Bill Clare.
That's between us. We're Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Who's that? Who's Alan Rickman?
Here's a cracker. Fuck up. Here's a cracker. What's this? We're Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman.
You didn't, but it came out as Alan Rickman.
All right. What about when Hans is dropping all the names of all the places? And one of the things that he said, like all the places where they want prisoners released from, and one of the things he says is, in Northern Ireland, the 7 members of the new Provo Front. Provo. Anyway, the Provo Front. I love that because I imagine in my mind's eye that it cuts to the maze and 7 members of some splinter group of the Republican movement are being released.
Halfway through digging a tunnel going,
yeah. So
you fucking tootin' cunt!
And then it just becomes like in the name of the Father. Do you know what I mean? They go to get the 7 members of the new Provo Front. It's just fucking Daniel Day-Lewis pissing on your stupid Giuseppe name in the sand, right? Unbelievable. Or else they go in and it's like, so the 7 members of the new Provo Front are Daniel Day-Lewis and Giuseppe, right? Sean Bean and Patriot Gibbs.
Daniel Day-Lewis and the boxer.
Fucking, what do you call him? Oh, what do you call him? Brad Pitt in The Devil's Own.
Oh,
I'm not going back.
Back
I'm from Castle. What do you call that place that he says he's from?
Cookstown.
I'm from Cookstown on the upper shores of Loch Ness.
Where they do the most fantastic sausages.
They do good sausages.
They do not.
Anyway, I love that line. I also enjoy, what do you call it? So I have this written down. I hate this character and I hate the acting that's involved in it, and I hate the way she says this exact line. It's the secretary.
Yeah.
Right? I hate the way she goes, Mr. Takagi is looking for you. I'm like, Can you swill some? Take more of the champagne that you're using to kill your unborn baby, by the way. You know what? Take another wee drink, because it sounds like you've got caramel in your throat.
The fact...
Mr. Takagi is looking for you. He wants you to say something to the troops.
The fact that she asks her boss permission to drink.
She's literally about to give birth. Like, she is...
That baby's ready to tend bar.
They're making banter about how pregnant she is. And she goes, do you think the baby can handle a wee bit of champagne? Absolutely. If research has taught us anything, no. If it's taught us anything.
I think, though, it was a better bit of advice than the alternative.
Which is what? Not to drink?
No. Take the champagne. The alternative was suck the cock of Ellis, who's got more coke in him than a vending machine. You know what I mean? Because we know that was going to happen in somebody's office.
What are your classic quotes?
My classic quote is one quote, I think. Although I have two.
Go on.
One is, I'll do the short one first.
Give me.
Yeah, I see him.
That was a
right?
good one, yeah.
By Vigo the Carpathian.
William von Homburg plays one of the guys with the stinger missile thing.
Right.
Yeah, amazing.
And then
I see him.
Theo.
Give me a Theo.
All right, listen up, guys. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was staring except the four assholes coming in the rear in standard 2x2 formation.
That is a whopper.
Cover formation of fucked up.
I enjoy. The quarterback is toast. I enjoy. Made so many great lines in this. I enjoy. Next time you have a chance to kill someone, don't hesitate.
Skelfs through the cock. He just shot him.
Shoots him and then goes.
I thought he was hitting underneath that with a hammer, and the skelfs were jumping up in him.
Shoots him and then goes. Thanks for the advice. Yes. Oh, her.
Imagine if he had
now
bait him.
I have a machine gun.
Imagine if it wasn't like death by skelfs, right? It was like death by.
Skelf is a splinter, by the way.
It's like a death by nettles. So like if he had thrown nettles up and he'd gone docking in, docking out, take the sting of the nettle out.
Turns around, shoots a beehive, and it stings him to death. And he's like, send out an SOS because that's sting. Anyway, the police had just arrived. Oh, no. Love it. No fucking shit, lady. Do I sound like I'm ordering a pizza? If you were going to order one, use the pizza crew app. Also, the lift noise.
Boom. Boom. It's almost up there with the noise of the Death Star. Boom.
Oh. Boom.
Boom.
That's the Death Star.
That's the noise I make when I go to sleep at night. When I power down.
Just remember that when you sign for the tip. Great line. What about... it's a Rolex. Oh, Alice, you fucking scab.
Oh,
show him the watch.
Yeah,
it's a Rolex.
Show him the watch.
We'll be on a beach earning 20%.
Wonder quote.
This is a wonder quote. This one I have to give you it. I'm an exceptional thief, Mrs. McLean, and since I'm moving up to kidnapping, perhaps you should be more polite.
That's fuck you, Holly.
Oscar.
What about though?
I shot a kid.
Yeah, we all know.
Desk
jockey, right? Desk jockey, yet out in a cruiser.
You flat
whatever.
Pimp.
I was in junior high, dickhead. Yes.
Just like back in Psychods. Oh, I love it.
I'm Johnson.
It
I'm
can't
special.
Be cut from here. It's gotta be done downtown. I could be. Cast me if you're watching. As someone who wears a hard hat and has two lines. Please, it's gotta be done downtown. I could be him.
There's another guy who's better than him, and it's the guy in the hole. But we'll get to it. We will get to it.
He's also in Groundhog Day. He's in the Burbs.
He is in the Burbs.
He's great.
Red Rover.
What's his
let
line?
Rover. Let Ray jump on over.
It's my ass. Shut it down. Shut it down now.
Just stole my bit.
You were going to do that line?
Yeah.
In Wonder Quotes?
No, in something else.
Well, it should have been in Wonder Quotes. Other Wonder Quotes? Anything else that stands out? He could be a fucking bartender for all we know.
The bit that really sickens me is her asking for bathroom breaks. Fuck up, Holly. Fucking sit down.
Unless you like it messy. Your hair's messy.
Can we get a sofa out for her bad back? 2 seconds ago she was blocked. Fuck up. She was doing lines of coke off Alice's cock.
She was blocked. What about where's Holly? Where's Holly Gennaro? And
Her name is Clint.
we are both professionals. What about and if he alters it, Alexander Godunov, that big fuck Joe, he's a ballet dancer.
Yeah.
Carl.
I did know that.
What about oh fuck. This is a quote, by the way. When John sees that the police are coming to the building and he goes that's the exact case.
Can I do? I don't know if we've already mentioned this line. Yeah, because that one is where he jumps up on his tiptoes.
Yeah, he does the jump. Yeah. Come to Papa, I'll get you a fucking Dalmatian. I don't even know what that means. It's great. What a great movie.
Send in the car.
Send in the car.
Send in the car.
Going after the lights.
Yeah, there's so many.
There's so many, mate. I was saying we did it earlier, but I'm not the one who just got butt fucked on national TV. Dwayne. Mate.
Our guy laughing.
Glass? Who gives a shit about glass? What the fuck is this?
I nearly missed the fucking wonder quote of the film.
Go.
She's nothing stuff.
She's nothing finster. Shut the glass.
Bill Clay.
Bill Clay.
Shut the glass.
That should be the name. Should be called Shoot the Glass. The Bill Clay story. We'll get that. Listen, my favorite wonder quote from this is probably I was in junior high, dickhead. I think it's the best line in the whole film. So thanks again to Irn Bru Zero for sponsoring our sensational wonder quotes section. We love it. Get yourself a wee bottle or can of it.
Irn Bru.
Get that down you. And now,
or being you.
It's not what you're paying for, lads, is it? Now let's move on. Let's move on then to director's cut. So this is what would you cut, add, what character would you want to play, pitch me a sequel, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So making big changes here to Die Hard. I have a few of these.
So director's cut I have put in. Let me just see.
Well,
yes, I would love there to have been like a wee follow-up bit is for whenever one of the baddies steals and eats the chocolate bar.
Yeah, that's great.
Right,
Al
which
Leong.
is such a fucking
80s action movie royalty there.
Brilliant.
He's in Lethal Weapon.
I think it was a Crunch bar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Looks like it. Right.
Or no, there's Crunch bar sitting there, but he lifts some with caramel in it.
Right, okay.
But then he's in Lethal Weapon. He's also in Big Trouble in Little China.
That's right.
Great actor.
The best. He actually directed a film. I checked him out earlier. He directed a film. Anyway.
He's also in season 1 of 24 as a sniper. Go ahead.
I would have loved to have seen, after the big explosion and everybody's wrapped up at the end and Pal's just fucking World War III himself.
Yeah.
That in that paper that's fallen down is like a receipt for the chocolate bar that he stole. And it says on it, all debts paid.
That's what you would add. That's great.
Your bird's back looks like the back of a Crunch bar.
I would probably change out most of the stuff with the reporters. I would just make it way shorter.
Yeah.
And I do hate this because it's a joke, but I hate it. I hate the Helsinki syndrome joke where he goes, they're in the early stages of Helsinki syndrome. And this is on the news report. Some hostage expert says that. And then your man goes, as in Helsinki, Sweden. And he goes, Finland, right?
Yeah.
But the joke is that it's actually Stockholm syndrome, which is the capital of Sweden. So how much of an expert is this guy? I'm like, that's a bad joke.
Well,
see
how he does it.
I hate that bit. So I would just change most of that out. My big change is I would recast the role of Holly McLean. Who
would you put on?
Like in the 80s.
Or maybe
Do you know what's mental? I looked at the names of some of the people that were considered. Streep was in there, which is surely this is
Sally Field.
I think here's an issue I have with Bonnie Bedelia. I don't think she's particularly a good actor. Like, she's in the two things I've seen her in the most are this and Presumed Innocent with Harrison Ford, and she's.
I think the worst thing about her is her perm and her shoulder pad. She doesn't wear a shoulder pad well.
Who would I put in her place? From the 80s.
You see, it has to be a strong character.
What about
what do
you call your woman? Is it Kathleen Turner from Jewel of the Nile? What about Linda Kozlovsky from Crocodile Dundee?
Maybe
she's decent.
Yeah.
What about
the girl out of Big?
Here's a question. Oh yeah, Perkins, Sue Perkins.
Was it Sue
Yeah.
Perkins?
Somebody Perkins. What about? Here's another thing. You take Mary Ellen Trainor and don't make her be the reporter anymore,
That's
but
what I was thinking.
make her be the secretary. Because it would also recast that secretary. Woman's voice, absolutely.
The
horrifying.
person that I would most want to be in it
Mr. Takagi. Oh,
is
the way you speak.
the guy who I would most want to be in it is the guy who shuts the power off.
You would most want to
That's
be him.
who I would want to be.
I think the role I would most want to play is one of the Johnsons. I would probably want to be junior high dickhead. I could deliver all
I
of
could
his
be
lines.
the other Johnson then. Be the old one.
Yes.
I think we need to do a remake of that scene.
Mate, get me in the chopper right now.
Let's do it.
My sequel, I've also written down here, I would be, I could also play, I think I could also play the role of the plane man at the start, the fist with the toes guy. And I say that because I feel like I could deliver all those lines, but also it's my type of role. He's probably there, if that's one of the first scenes they've shot, he's probably there for a day. And he gets paid good, and you're away.
He's there in the front of your mind for every time.
You're not rehearsing. You're there for a day. Like I could do that. And then for sequels, I have the Bill Clay story, which is the man who actually is William Clay, and because Hans dies, maybe something happens to his body after he falls out the window. This is the story about people going, there was a guy called Bill Clay who worked for Nakatomi who was involved in all this. And it's him on the run, like a fugitive style thriller, while he's on the run, while he's trying to clear his name because he wasn't really involved because it was Hans using his name. The Bill Clay story.
I have...
Shut the glass. The Bill Clay story.
That's great. Shoot the glass. My one is called Lucy McLean, The Forgotten Years. What happened to Lucy after?
I know, because they do bring back John Jr. in all the movies.
You know what I mean?
In like Die Hard 5 or whatever.
Where did Lucy go?
She's in Die Hard 4.
Is she?
Yeah. Shows you haven't done all the research that was needed, but also I have the Theo story, which is Theo.
Well, but you see,
Theo getting fucking smacked to death by Argyle at the end, but then he wakes up and he can't remember how to hack, and he has to learn how to do it all again.
Probably can't remember how to fucking drink soup through a straw.
I see. The Theo story is Theo wakes up in a room with guys who have taken bad injuries, and one of them is Boggs from the Shawshank.
What would be really scary is if he woke up and he was in like
he was in Walker, Texas Ranger.
No, he was in like a New York brownstone, where his dad was a doctor, his ma was a lawyer, and he was part of a family.
What's that?
Cosby Show.
All right, sorry. Thanks for bringing that up. What about he wakes up? He wakes up in bed years later, and he's in the Bone Collector, but with all the computers around him. So for me as well, I would. There's a couple of other roles I would recast, but they're all just small things. I actually really like Val Johnson as Pal. I think he's really good. Let's move on to talk about the scores, because we're going to talk about the music in this.
I didn't realise this was the music. I thought it was like a 10 out of 10 type of thing.
Because he can't read. We're going to have to send Kev pictograms of how to get... He can read hieroglyphs.
You just wrote score?
So for me...
I know what it was.
So for me, the two needle drops that are sort of big in this are Run DMC at the start, the Christmas, this is Christmas music, amazing.
And then the Christmas song
it
at
was
the end.
December 24th, fucking brilliant. I don't know the words, but brilliant. And then there's the Let It Snow at the end is huge. Yeah. But then the score is by Michael Kamen.
See, to be honest with you,
who's also action movie royalty.
The score must be that good, because I don't know any. I can't remember.
Oh, amazing, and very similar. He did the score for the Lethal Weapon movies with Eric Clapton and other people involved. But so Clapton's doing the bluesy guitar, but all the sort of the symphonic stuff is Michael Kamen. And there's some bits of this are very similar to Lethal Weapon 1, especially those big sort of the, oh, you want it dark and ominous, right? Like that kind of stuff. Like
string pad.
Yeah, and then he also worked with Metallica on the S&M double album, which is a symphony orchestra and Metallica. If you haven't heard that, unbelievable. But my favorite bit is probably the Run DMC at the start. I love that. But the Let It Snow is iconic.
Yeah.
So we move on to the Chokey. This is the parts in the movie where they make you cry. But before we do that, enjoy this read. Over here, back to the features, we are all about doing movie nights at home. Maybe you don't know what you want to have at your wee movie night. You're going to want a wee snack. I'm watching. I don't want to be too bold. Go and get yourself some Gourmet Crunch. Get yourself one of these bags and wear it around your neck like an apron, the way I do. Golden Popcorn is a company based out of Antrim. They sponsor our podcast. They also make Gourmet Crunch, which is a sensational, dirty wee treat. It's only 74, 75 calories a bag. These Louisiana barbecues, like, I actually can't wait until we're done shooting these adverts, because I'm going to demolish. There's one bag of these left, and we've stuffed a t-shirt in there to make it look like it's full. Anyway, the one great thing about all these products is they're all completely non-allergen containing. So the popcorn is totally non-allergenic. Anyone can try that. It's lovely. I would highly recommend the sweet popcorn. Chloe prefers the wee mixy. I would also recommend the Gourmet Crunch because it's vegan friendly and what's the other word? Gluten-free. And yeah, these are great products. It's kind of like having like a wee bag of dirt that isn't too bad for you. Do you know what I mean? So it's a nice wee treat to have when you're having a wee movie night. I would highly recommend any of them. We thank Golden Popcorn for sponsoring our podcast. Welcome back. We're going to conclude this podcast shortly. We go into the last few of these segments, starting with a Chokey. So I have the bit that makes me weepy in this. I need to say first up, I don't care about his kids, so I would just remove all that story. I just don't, like, come home, out, right? I was trying to come home. Anyway, Paulina's in making up the extra bed for me. Tell her to go home. Anyway, what about
Fuck you, Paulina.
yeah, what about John telling Powell to tell Holly that he's sorry? That's the Chokey for me. That's the emotional zen.
Well, that's suppose that, yeah, but like you've said before, like that's emotionally manipulative. That's like fucking layering the fucking emotion on it, right?
Yep.
Painting the atmosphere on the wall, if you will.
She's never heard me say I'm sorry. Can you
what
do that, pal?
You know what my wee Chokey bit is?
Go on. See if it's Powell talking about killing the kid.
No.
'Cause I don't care about that.
This is actually going to get me. The Kagi's wee models in his office.
This is what this is all about? A project in Indonesia? No. I am interested in the $640 million in negotiable bearer bonds locked in your vault.
Mate,
And the computer controls the vault.
that guy is a billionaire.
Past me.
Brilliant.
What?
That guy's a billionaire, right? He is running a purpose.
Well, he's a millionaire. He's not
Hang
a
on.
millionaire. He doesn't own it.
Mate,
He's a millionaire. Go ahead.
look, he's not fucking about, right?
So he should, nor should he be. That guy has a fucking...
And he has impeccable taste.
He has
I
an
know.
MBA from Harvard.
He has impeccable taste in suits,
He does.
right?
Well, where's that from? John... It's not John Smith.
No, don't know.
John Phillips.
In London.
John Phillips, London. I hear Arafat, but it's his there. I think it's John Phillips. It's something like
But
that.
his
Anyway.
right, even if he isn't
Mark
the boss,
Phillips.
right? That actually makes it sadder that he isn't the billionaire, right?
He dies for loyalty. Like,
But they've moved him away from his home country and probably his family.
no, he's
Right.
He's from America.
Is he?
Yes, he's
Right.
lived there his whole life. Go
Right.
ahead.
I don't think so.
He's
But
born.
anyway.
He's born in Japan. They
That's what I
literally
mean.
read his CV out.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Right. So
But he's lived in America.
right,
his whole
he's
life.
living in America then. Right. And then
Do you know what they mention? A wee bit of American history that they don't often talk about. He was in the concentration camps that they have for Japanese people in the
mental.
40s.
That is mental.
Manzanar.
Right. Right.
Read
So
about that if you haven't heard about it.
scary shit. Right. But all he has is his wee models. That's where his wee
Remember,
life sits.
I said on a previous episode
He
of this,
doesn't
that
get-
if you show Kev an old man on his own, he'll cry.
Egg on his vest. That's it. It's over. Right? But no, seriously, you think about it, right? He's sitting up there on whatever floor that is. Right?
30th.
30th floor, right?
They said about 8 times.
He hasn't got to the top floor, right? All he's
They
got,
haven't finished
all
building
he's
the top
got
floors.
is his troops, right?
Speaking of good, but
They're all going to go back to their families for Christmas,
know-
right? Hang on.
he probably doesn't
Hang on.
celebrate Christmas.
Right? And all he's got This is remodels.
Fuck up.
That was rebridge.
Let's move on. My Chokey is definitely the speech with the glass in the feet, and the John is about to he's given up. That's the all is lost moment when he's about to give up, and then he gets the idea that he should go check on the roof, and that's when he meets Carl, and they have to start beating the Christ of each other.
You said, yeah.
Carl. Anyway, so what about this is what the FX WTFX.
Yep.
So for me, these all the special effects in this were Oscar nominated. So
So they should be.
there's not a lot of bad effects in it. If I was picking out one bit to critique, there's two bits. One is, and they're both
Steal mine.
they're both from the same moment.
Doesn't involve stairs.
No,
Right.
so don't cross over into the next fucking thing though.
Oh.
Is that it? Yeah.
Oh,
So
yes.
hold on. So see.
Oh, no, then I've got, sorry. I had crossed over. I'm
Right.
crossing back because
Right.
I do have a bad.
Right. So I think I know what yours is going to be. Does yours involve the quarterback? Right. So let's talk about that. So, so at the moment, both of these are at the same moment in the movie. Two bits of bad effects. So there's the quarterback is toast. So they shoot the Stinger missile down, and hit.
Which is his fucking surface to air missile, by the way.
It
not-
would work though.
It wouldn't lock on to anything.
I think it would work.
It doesn't.
Is it a Stinger? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it is. So anyway, I believe.
I know because
I
it
think if you
was.
point
It's
it
the
straight
same.
at the thing, it would
It's the
still
same
hit.
missile that was in James Bond.
In License to Kill.
What about the Stingers? Go on.
Timothy Dalton. Who does he say that to? Can you tell me what actor he says that to?
Special Agent Johnson.
No. No, although he is. It's Del Toro, he said. Oh no, he does. He yells at the Special Agent Johnson. Robert Davy.
The circle is complete.
Oh, mate.
Your
unbelievable.
porthole opening up behind
I
us.
don't know. All I can think of is because he's also the.
Oogala Portigala.
He's also one of the baddies. He's one of the Fratellis in the Goodies. Unbelievable. So oh, we're gonna have to do the Goonies at some point. So anyway, he does actually, him and Del Toro in that scene together. That's amazing. But he does say it, you're right. He does say it to Sanchez. So anyway, so what about the Stingers? Anyway, so they fire the Stinger. They cook. The police have got themselves an RV, right?
Bring in a car. Send the car.
So they shoot the car and it explodes, and then Hans goes, hit it again, right? And
had enough,
while
get-
they're
let them
reloading,
pull
he's
back.
like, yeah, John's pleading for their lives. Get them out of there, don't you know they're burning, right? And then I'm like, do you want to go for another week of detention? Anyway, right, so he, they're going to shoot it again, and then when they fire the second, I'll check that under advisement, right? when they shoot the second missile into it, for a split second before it hits, you can see that it's just the first shot again, hitting it from a different
Same
angle because it
explosion,
hasn't.
but-
It's not even on fire. So,
Yeah.
so that's bad editing
does
and bad
my
effects.
fucking-
I know. Hit it.
However, a really good part is whenever they shoot the guys that are trying to get into the building
That is good.
and the blood spatter hits the
Yeah,
glass.
that is good.
That's fucking.
The effects
that's
are great
good.
at that part. Regain your reconnoiter. I love all that. I love.
The chopper
sorry,
and all
the-
was
the-
a big. Was a
that-
big.
the good effects there. Do you know they had 2 hours a day to shoot that for
Mental.
airspace? And then the
But
other.
they
the
didn't
oth-
they make a small helicopter? It wasn't a real helicopter.
Oh
on the
really?
fucking
It was a
building.
model, was it? Right.
But I mean, it looks so
It
good.
does look
like-
good. And then the other bad effect is in retaliation for the RV getting cooked the second time. John straps some C4 and detonators to a swivel chair and puts a monitor on it, and then he says, "Take this under advisement, jerkweed," and he throws it down the elevator shaft. I always think the flames that come up that he sees coming towards him are shite looking.
Yeah.
And then when he dives away and they come out, it looks class. But that we shot him coming up.
Yeah, there's a couple of bits wherever when the helicopter crashes, there's fake as fuck flames
Here's a
as well.
question
but-
just off the side. If you were John McClane, tell the truth. When would you have died?
Ooh. I know when I would have give up.
When Holly left you in the first place? Or just sit my egg on your face? That's it, it's over for me.
When somebody told me that I had 6 months of files left back in New York that I had to clear up, though, probably if I got
That's such a good deep script cut there.
if I got glass in my feet, mate, I would have gone. Do you know what?
I
Maybe
wouldn't have got to the glass. Do you know when I would have died?
you would have died when you switched on the circular saw. Fucking right onto your chin. Just a big wedge out of your mouth. You would have just gone right through your chin.
I would have, yeah. I'll do DIY. If I had survived that whole bit with grey bottoms, right? And I think I could have taken him because he looks like a fucking insurance salesman. I think I could have beat him, but I would have died in the elevator shaft. Car would have got me the first time.
If I didn't die,
I wouldn't, because see, when he catches on, I'm dead.
If I didn't die by falling, the pain of my nail bending back,
the steamy.
We're ripping it quick.
Kev would have just shot himself in the air vent. My finger! Oh, sorry, Holly.
Or else burnt, like, lit the lighter and like burnt my nose and burnt the oxygen in my nose and drowned. So.
Is that how it works?
Or do you know when I know when I would have died? When they first come in, I would have grabbed my gun and just gone out blasting, and I would have got fucked.
Somebody,
they all would have. They all would have.
Would have done you, fucking Vigo the Carpathian.
No, even the fucking Euro trash one.
What one's that? The wee short one.
The one with the long hair. Looks like he was in Mr. Big. or Extreme or something.
The one, Heinrich, the guy with who had the detonators. That one that he shoots when he comes in the door.
No, he.
Oh, the one with the really long hair.
Aye.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, you don't know. Is he taking over the building, or is he going to fucking play Final Countdown? Okay. Oh,
stand with a long leather jacket on and an electric guitar that's not plugged in.
Yeah, turns around the fucking secretary standing there going, "She whisper on my pillow," whatever. Right?
What's that other one? That Starship one?
Oh, fucking! We built this
today.
Nothing's gonna stop us now. Anyway, I love Starship. Unironically.
And if this building runs out of levels, we still have each other.
Nothing's gonna stop Bill Clay. Anyway, right, so just to be clear as well, because this is important, this is just an important thing that people actually will save it for any other business, right? So Huntable, we're on the Huntable now. I really only have one here that I think is fucking egregious.
I think it might be you and me are on the same thing.
Does it involve grey bottoms?
It does not.
Right, mine involves the staircase with
grey bottoms. It does involve him.
Right, sorry, so when they fight...
I'll show you mine.
When they fight... What, do you have a picture of this?
No, I just have a line to put down.
Right, okay.
Is that right?
No.
Okay.
So mine...
Maybe not egregious, but it's there.
Scene. No, this is like when you can spot there's a stunt double being used. When McLean fights the guy in the grey tracksuit and they fall down the stairs together, that's just someone else. And you can just see it. It's
not McLean, or it's not the grey guy?
It's not McLean. Like, right. It's not Bruce Willis.
Is it the grey guy?
I think it might be the grey guy. He probably could have been a stuntman.
Like 6 of them, or 6 out of the 12 terrorists were over 6 foot.
Mental, just a fucking
to make them look more
like Arsenal's fucking back four in midfield, just a team of giants. Great at set pieces, not great at terrorism.
And it's not egregious. It's not really bad. Same scene whenever he pushes him down the stairs and is going down with him. Bruce Willis is actually wearing fake feet. Stuntman's wearing fake feet, like rubber. It's like rubber feet.
Yeah.
So is that it was like rubber shoes basically. So your man wasn't running around on sheesh and offensed perspex.
Unbelievable. They haven't even shot the glass.
You know what I mean? But you can see it's like the top of a boot on your man's feet.
Moving on to credits roll. So this is the role, and by the name of the role that you would least want to tell your friends and family you'd landed in this film. I have mine, and it is actually a role that I would want to play, but I wouldn't want this to be the name. The name is Little Johnson, which makes it sound like you're packing the tiny meat. You know what I mean? What's your character name in this film? Little Johnson. Why didn't they just call you?
Was he Special Agent Johnson?
Minnie Willard. Yeah, they're called Big Johnson and Little Johnson.
That's wild.
You would want to be Big Johnson. That's weirdly. Junior High Dickhead is the one I said I wanted to be. He's Little Johnson and you be Big Johnson. Well, which you can't have. You'd love that, wouldn't you?
Know what I mean?
Tell stories about me again, are they?
Rolling down my leg, mate. Old Kevy tripod.
She was in Junior High Dickhead.
My mate, I would hate to have been this guy, you know, where you go around, you tell all your mates you're in the big movie. The security guard that is picking his dirty nails.
Yeah,
what did you do on it?
I pick my nails in one scene, and then in the other one, when I get stun grenaded, I just go,
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
2 points.
They just didn't even shout action. They just found me on the fucking trailer and took a picture of me.
Right, so let's do any other business now. This is where we'll wrap things up. So there was something I was going to say that I've since forgotten about. But, oh, sorry. This is important, just so you understand the story. Because Chloe, if you want to come in on this, by the way, love, feel free.
Chloe
I know Chloe hates it. Chloe wants out of this room because it's fucking 44 degrees Celsius, and steamy. But anyway, Chloe was saying to me last night she doesn't overly enjoy Die Hard, and one of the reasons why she doesn't love it is because she has no fucking idea what's going on for parts of it. I think it is quite convoluted for an action film. So basically, the John story is he's there to meet his estranged wife and patch things up for Christmas and maybe get his hole before he goes back to New York, right? And then it gets fucked up because Hans and the boys roll in. Hans and the boys have left. They're politically motivated.
They want something,
right? They've left the politically motivated Volksfrei movement in Germany, and they're just after money now. But they, in order to get the vault open, because the computer controls the vault, and so the computer is one lock. There's another 7 locks, right? The last lock is an electromagnetic seal. This is all in the movie, but people probably just Theo explains all this. But you can't listen to him because you're too busy looking at his jumper, right? He
worried about his granny.
In order to get the last electromagnetic seal open, they have to make it look like it's a politically motivated terrorist incident because the FBI will be involved, and the FBI will automatically shut off the power to the whole building, which will release the electromagnetic seal. Thus, they get in. Ode to Joy, and that's how you play it, by the way. But anyway, I can't really play a lot of piano, but I can do that wee riff. Anyway, so amazing. Like, that's the story, and so the whole story is fake terrorist attack, and it's the same story then in the third one.
Yeah.
We're gonna get revenge on John. We're gonna make it look like it's that. We're gonna make it look like we're bombing everywhere, but really they're setting bombs off everywhere in order to just get into the gold. In Wall Street. So that's an important bit of any other business. What's this movie actually about? So
can I say that I also, maybe a controversial, a hot take,
yeah, I mean, you should have done that at the start.
Well, I actually
actually have a section about takes.
I think I like Die Hard 2
more.
No, I wouldn't say more. I would say maybe as much as a sequel.
It's a good
It's
sequel.
a fucking good film.
It is a good sequel.
It stands on its own.
It is good. It's Die Hard at an airport. I like the second one. I think you like it the most because it starts off with William Sadler, who's Haywood and Shawshank, just naked yoga in front of the TV, but whatever.
So hot.
So if here's my main piece of any other business, right? As I was explaining earlier, a load of people made movies, Die Hard rip-offs in the immediate 10 years after this. Like I said, Die Hard Anna. What is your favourite Die Hard Anna?
Oh, well, I think I've already answered that.
Die Hard in an airport.
Oh, Anna?
Yeah, or Die Hard in it.
Oh, no, Die Hard Anna would probably, you mentioned it, was Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger, Die Hard on a Mountain. That's
because
probably...
it had Die Walton in it.
It does.
It has
Michael
awful
Rooker.
faces upside down.
Michael Rooker. Amazing.
It has...
Here, you'll be excited about this because I know you're a dirty old man now, but they're making a remake with, what do you call her? Lily James as the main character.
Of what?
Please rewatch it. Rewatch is discussed when I say the remake and Cliffhanger, and then look at his joy.
I know
when
what I
say
would
Lily
call
James,
it.
His face literally went like this.
I would rename it as Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger, if you're gonna do anything, but probably have to, I don't know if we're leaving that in. I don't know. Chloe says yes, so if Chloe says yes, we'll leave it in. Also sounds wrong, but anyway. Oh my god.
She is too precious
Look what happens
for me to make a joke about her like that. I'm sorry. Yesterday.
So sorry, Cliffhanger would be your favourite Die Hard on it.
I think so.
Ridiculous.
Right, go on, give me another couple.
Here's a ridiculous one. Sudden Death. Sudden Death with Van Damme is Die Hard at an ice hockey game.
Can't really remember
he
that,
actually
to be
ends up
honest.
playing. He plays ice hockey in part of the game.
He needs to cool off. Go on.
Let me see what other Die Hard on it. What was some of the other ones that I mentioned? Fuck me.
Is there one on a train? Die Hard on a train?
Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. Die Hard on a train.
There you go.
Under Siege. Under Siege 1, just Under Siege.
Tits in a cake.
Is Die Hard on a boat / tits in a cake, right? Who doesn't love that, right? That's.
I just have a wee piece.
I love that. What about you could say The Rock, which is Die Hard in a old prison.
No.
Taken. Die Hard in Paris.
No.
One man kills them all. Like is Die Hard like. But
well then.
it's usually
Guns Akimbo.
It's usually
What's that?
with Daniel Radcliffe. That's it. Do you know what that is? That's
It's Die Hard on a budget.
There's loads of these. Anyway, if I was picking one just to finish,
Die Hard on a shoestring.
It's probably Cliffhanger for me. I love Cliffhanger,
it's good
even
fun,
though
man.
it's fucking rare.
Good
Like,
fun.
I love it. So, any other business, or we're good?
I'm good, man. Just watch it.
Sorry, Chloe wants to step in here finally after 2 hours of silence. Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't need to say anything because you're brilliant together.
Thank you, love.
I have two
She's
things.
going for the chokey.
I have an apology and I have a question for the both of you.
Right.
Firstly,
You
for
farting
Kev,
here?
I know.
All right, go.
during watch history,
Crack a rat over there.
I did.
Break
I
it.
did, I'm sorry. During watch history, you were talking about how the difference in ages between the two of you, and it reminded me of the time that we were out for a walk, and there was these big class trees, and
People had carved them up, hadn't they?
carved like their names, the date, and
hearts.
one of them said, you know, like initials 72.
Yeah.
And I turned to Kev and I said, "Oh, isn't that amazing? Like, what age were you in 1972?" And he went, "-7, you cunt." So I'm sorry that it didn't.
You buckled that day. Your knees went.
At the time, I
fine.
didn't know what year you were born in, and I apologize.
But she assumed.
Go on, and what's your question?
My question for the both of you is: have you ever been at a Christmas party that it's gone wrong, or something mental has happened?
Yes. Yes.
Well, sort of. I don't know how far.
I went to my first staff do, proper staff do.
Oh yeah, staff do.
And it was supposed to be a couple of drinks before your dinner. I didn't eat anything all day. Went home, didn't eat my dinner. Met a couple of people down in Robinson's, had a few scoops, maybe 4 pints. It could have been 5, I don't know. But by the time I was going to the Christmas dinner, I was wrote off, right?
Scoops.
Right.
Go ahead.
Rode off, got in, and it was the longest fucking table, do like a banquet table.
Yeah.
There was ice trays, because you could smoke inside then. Back in my day, right? But
We had a few bob and a few scoops, but
There was
you
one-
allowed your own backy.
on this fucking massive table, there was one tea light. One. I took my paper hat off, mate, set it on it. And of course, what did it do? Not only did it
Went up like a roof in Nakatomi.
right? And it went up, but
the roof.
it started going up because it was
Oh,
light as
shit.
fuck,
Like
right?
like a lantern. Yeah.
My boss is up trying to head it down with an ice tray, right? I'm spraying fizzy water out of a bottle into the air, right? And then I collapsed. I couldn't fucking breathe as everybody else is trying to deal with this, right? And at the end of the night, I went outside the place. One of my friends at work had got me this lovely bottle of Jameson's,
like
right?
aged
Like a
whiskey,
fucking
wasn't it? Yeah.
12-year-old Jameson's or something it was, right? Too good for the age that I was,
Yeah.
right? And I tried to put it into the inside pocket of my blazer.
That bottle was nearly old enough to be in junior high, there, Kev.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
right. Right. And it fucking went past my pocket and
I remember
burst
that.
on the floor
I
of the
remember how.
hotel.
I remember you were horrified.
And
the
the
next day.
doorman, all that was left was
Like the top bit of the bottle.
no, but it was the label that said what it was. And the doorman just went, "You stupid cunt." And I knew. I know. And then, hang on. Then all of Christmas, I had only started the place, so I didn't have anybody's number. I suffered with the fear all Christmas
Oh my god.
that I had
The
tried
dreads.
to tell the boss what I thought of him, or
You thought he was a lovely man, so nothing to worry about there. You were a good crack at Christmas though, sitting rocking back and forth, going, "Did I tell them all what I think?"
I burnt my clothes and all in the waste paper bin.
I sound like a knob here. I've sort of worked for myself for so long, like that I don't really have a Christmas. I don't have a lot of Christmas dues, right? And even when I was working on Ulster, I didn't get invited to them because it was part time, because I'm too much banter. And but I do remember. I know I'm over it here. I'm over it. Worked there for 9 years. Like I didn't go to any Christmas dues. So anyway,
Christmas didn't.
I remember doing Christmas gigs with you. 1 year in a bar in Banbridge.
Yeah, you all know it.
You all know it. The Bus, right? So we were doing gigs there that we're gonna play a wee bit of music before dinner, a wee bit of music during dinner, and then we're gonna DJ or Spotify a playlist. Right now, a couple of things that happened at these parties. One was somebody else's Christmas do went wrong because I think this was on the second night. So first night was quite tame, quite nice. Yeah. People responded well.
It was probably like 1st of December, maybe even November.
It was early in the Christmas period, right. And then the next week we got there, and the first thing I saw was some young lad, an absolute bomb scare. He was some young guy, absolutely covered and fucking sick, running into the bog. And this is at like 7 o'clock or something, right? Running into the bog and just boking and boking and boking.
His mummy picking him up.
I had to come and get him out of his work too, right? I'd love to know where you are, mate. Probably upside down, covered in your own book. Anyway, so there was that. And then later in that run,
later that night, there was a roll of mashed potato fucking went off the fucking table.
There's just potato in the middle of the
like
floor.
A roll of it, like because they'd been putting big ice cream scoops of potato out. And one of them broke free. And then, so there's just potato in the middle of the floor. And then it's one of them events where they're going to move those tables to the side, and that's the dance floor. And people are just fucking macarena on their way through this fucking old mash. Sliding on a fucking carrot battle. I was going to say, doing the fucking cha-cha slide through the crisp turkey skin, right? And then two other things that happened at these that were funny was, one was... At one point, so Kev's in control of the laptop and he's DJing, right? Me and the other lad were playing with. When the manager came in, I saw him coming over. And he used to lift the headphone up to his ear. Not even, there wasn't a headphone, it was just my hand, and then press the side of the laptop. I actually got him to stop one day. I went, just go like 2 seconds. And then press the side of that, and he just goes, "You're cut." In the middle of one of these sets, So it's on my Spotify, on my computer. So there's the Christmas party playlist, but then down in the bottom corner was like recent listens or something. And in the middle of like, oh, the weather outside is... Kev just goes straight in, funeral for a friend, right? Just my emo playlist starts and I go, what the fuck? And I go, where did you fucking click play on that? No, it didn't, dickhead. Sure, fucking shitty laptop, you're shitty wee bastard. Right into my coattails, right? And then on the way home that night, he goes, here, I did hit play on that. And I was like, fucking you did. And then the last thing that happened at these Christmas parties where it went wrong. This is one night I admit to fully just getting blocked. I give up. You did. We were doing it so that each one of us did the DJ set one night. We were just standing there fucking looking at Spotify for an hour and a half. On one of these nights, on one of the nights that it was on, everybody left apart from, like, everybody was finished apart from one steaming young woman. She's absolutely out of her mind, drunk. She's just in the middle of the floor shouting for Timmy Trumpet, right? So we go to Spotify, we find some Timmy Trumpet, put it on, and she's just on her own, and then she just sits down in the middle of the floor and she's just going. And the people in the bar were literally like worried about her. Like, it wasn't even, like, it was absolutely mental. So those would be Christmas parties that went wrong. I do also remember at one of the Tesco Christmas dues that I went to when I was about 19, that it was quite civilized. One of the managers was a member of a golf club, and we got like a favourable rate to have our do there, and it was nice. And then some people just got absolutely whacked out of their minds on not drink and ruined the whole vibe. I did do an alternative Christmas party to the normal staff dues because they're shite, like they're stuffy, and we did it down in the Christmas market. Nice. And I ended up actually spending 4 times more than I would have. Right. So that was good.
It was probably good to finish on one of the previous ones, but anyway, thanks for,
You
we
dick.
actually ended up spending more than we would have had we gone to the officially sanctioned Christmas party that year, Ciaran. And the turkey breasts at the official party were actually 1 centimetre thicker, which is more meat for the bite, Ciaran. Anyway,
I was trying to do some social commentary on how fucking dear the market was.
I love the Christmas market now. I didn't used to be able to love it now.
Shite.
You're shite.
You ever seen
Anyway.
the rats eating the fucking pickled
Silence.
fuck?
Thanks for joining us here. Thanks for joining us here for this episode. of
Thank
Back
you,
to the
Ciaran, for
Features.
having me.
Next week, by the way, if you're still watching, get watching this. Is the classic
still watching?
teen movie 10 Things I Hate About You. We love that. So we'll be chatting about that next week. Thanks a million. Thanks for being here, Kev.
No, thanks
Anything you
for-
want to plug before we go?
My
Your
bath.
music. What?
My bath.
He plays music in the Thirsty
I
Goat.
play music in the Thirsty Goat every
Kelly
week,
Sellers.
and Kelly Sellers, and I also have my own show coming up in
He does. We'll be plugging that
July.
properly for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Keep an
keep
eye
an eye
out
out
for that.
for that. It's fucking mind blowing.
It is. It literally is. So we will we'll see you again next week. Thanks a million. Bye.